Welcome back to another GCN training session on the GCN training channel. Now today we've got a pretty tough session. It's only 20 minutes long, but we're definitely going to make the most of that 20 minutes. It's going to be pretty intense. So today is going to be some short sprints and then into some longer efforts. Now you can actually thank Connor Dunn for writing this session. So if you are hurting midway, you feel a bit, I don't know, take your anger out on Connor. And Connor is actually with us today.
I am. This is actually a session I use quite a lot when I was preparing for races. It's quite tough because basically you're sprinting into an endurance effort, so there's no room to recover after that sprint. So you really have to do kind of a longer effort, which you're normally used to doing fresh, already quite fatigued. So it starts to take it out of you. This
reminds me of, when you get to the top of the climb and you're absolutely knackered, and then you just have to keep going across the top of the climb. That kind of reminds me of sort of effort it is, which I always used to struggle with. So good job we're doing this session today. So we're just going to jump on the bikes, a quick warm up. Going to go into 3 out of 10 perceived exertion at 80 RPM. So we've got a minute of that now. And then we'll just ramp it up in the next minute to 5 out of 10. And then we're going to get straight into the effort. We're going to start off with a 30-second sprint at 8 out of 10. So again, we've only got 20 minutes of the session, so it's going to be pretty snappy. Something's always going to be happening, so I need to pay attention and make sure we're on the right thing. So 20 seconds to go now, and we'll just ramp it up for the last bit of the warm-up. And then we're not going to have a break, we're going to go straight into that first sprint. So 15 seconds to go. So we're going to do a 30-second sprint, and then straight into a 3-minute effort at 6 out of 10. So let's ramp it up 5 out of 10 now for 1 minute. 5 out of 10. After this, we're going to go straight into that 30-second sprint, and we're going to want to work around 100 RPM. So pretty high. Again, for this sprint, it is just get as much power out as you can. You can do that in the saddle or out the saddle, or a bit of both, because it is 30 seconds, so it'll be quite long. So we've got 30 seconds to go. So I'm going to start getting in my big ring and getting in the gear I want. And after that 30 seconds, we're going to get straight back into it. 6 out of 10, no stopping, straight into that longer effort. And are we ready? In 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 30-second sprint, 8 out of 10. Get out the saddle and sit down. Pull the power out through the legs. Working at 100 RPM, so pretty quick on the old legs. Nice. 10 seconds to go. 5 seconds, come on. And back. 3 minutes. 6 out of 10 at 80 RPM. So drop it back a tiny bit, stay on it. 3 minutes now. Use this first 30 seconds, just settle into it. You might feel like you just want to stop completely after that sprint. Just keep those legs turning. This bit is probably going to be the hardest bit of the session. Settle into it. Nice.
It's a bit of a shock to the system.
It is, isn't it? I'm feeling that too.
But I think once you get over that, it just becomes a little bit easier, doesn't it?
Yeah, after this first minute, we'll be into it, and it won't feel quite as bad.
All that trying to stay on top of your breathing as well.
Exactly.
Because you're obviously really at a limit when you finish your sprint. And you have to try and find a rhythm to get into and not be gasping too much, and just get yourself under control and finish off the 3 minutes in a nice way.
Yeah, definitely. Nice deep breaths. Should be nice and into now, 80 RPM.
I'm not sure how Manu manages to talk after an interval like this.
It does take a bit of training, this talking and riding, I have to say. I'm getting there. just extra training really when you have to talk.
Can I get some tips?
Just practice talking and riding. That's my tip. Right, we're way over halfway now. Minute 15 to go. Stay on top of it, don't let it drop. Into the last minute. Good work, everybody. After this, we've got a 2-minute rest. Nice and easy after this, before we go into another one.
Connor, did you say that you used to do this before races?
Not before races, but in the build-up to them. And so when we're training in sort of blocks, this is something I do maybe at the start of like a little 3-day block, or on the second day. Often do 3 days on, 1 day off, 3 days on, 1 day off.
And I take it you do this particular session like 3 times in the day.
Yeah, so to be honest, I'd repeat this little 3-minute block with the sprint, I'd repeat maybe 7 times in a 3-hour ride. I'd also add in a bit more, some longer efforts towards the end of the ride too. But I just find this one really useful if you're in a group ride, for example, and pace is changing a lot.
Yeah.
Just gets you used to doing an effort after a really intense effort when your mates
3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice work, everyone. So this is something you could do on the turbo trainer and on the road, Connor. Anyway, how did we all find that?
I'm just mesmerised by the fact Connor said he would repeat this 7 times in a 3-hour ride.
Yeah, we're not doing it quite that many times today, but if you feel like going and do this 7 times out on the road, then feel free and let us know how you got on.
There's also one you can manipulate a little bit, so you can make the effort longer, so you can do the sprint and then you can do like an 8-minute effort as well. It's kind of like when you start a climb and the pace really ramps up, it's kind of getting used to that change in rhythm.
That is one thing that's, some people might find quite hard, is just going out and just riding at the same pace, but adding these intervals in really does make it harder. And it's really good to actually train to intervals as well. So this is definitely something that you can try out on the road.
Stops you getting lazy in an effort as well, because it's so easy to pace an effort and just ride within yourself, and this makes you just go beyond your limits. Exactly. And then deal with it afterwards. Yeah. Instead of always looking at kind of where you are within yourself, it's a good one for going past that.
Keeps you honest.
Yeah.
We've got 45 seconds left before we do that once again, but we are going to ramp it up a little bit this time, so we're going to start off at a 9 out of 10 sprint. So just a little bit more in the sprint, and then we're going to go into a 7 out of 10 in the 3-minute instead of 6. So just ramping it up by 1. So 25 seconds to go. Don't worry if you don't feel too recovered. It's the whole point of the session. You're not meant to feel fully fresh going into this effort. You'll still be hurting from the last one. So, getting in the right gear for the sprint. So 9 out of 10 for 30 seconds, hitting around 100 RPM. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Up, 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 up. All the way. Big old sprint. Halfway through the sprint now, come on, great work everyone. Nice position on the bike. Nice. Nearly there, 5 seconds to go. 2, 1, straight into 7 out of 10. So back off the tiniest bit, because it will catch up with you. Remember, this first minute's going to be quite uncomfortable. Just stay with us. We're all hurting, trust me. Nice. And like Connor said, remember to keep on top of the breathing. Nice and relaxed. Looking around 80 RPM. Nice work, everyone. Looking good. Halfway through this whole session already. 10 minutes down, 10 minutes to go. Time flies when you're having fun. Good work. Nearly a minute down now. 2 minutes to go. Good work. Should be in a nice rhythm now. You're just going to hold that for these 2 minutes. Try and stay at the same numbers, same cadence. Don't let it drop. Good work, everyone. Minute and a half to go now. Looking good, making sure all the power's going through your legs. Nice, still upper body. Don't waste any energy rocking around. One of my pet hates that. Last minute, come on. No, it's hurting, stay with us. You can do it. Good cadence. 7 out of 10. Nice work, everyone. Looking super strong, super composed. Seconds to go now. Last push. So we have a bit of a rest. Nice. It will be very easy to stop, say 10 seconds before the effort is finished, but if you accumulate all those times you stopped early throughout the years, then it all adds up. So make sure you finish every single effort. 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. 2 minutes rest now before we go into another sprint. So nice easy gear. Spin those legs out. I know it's quite easy to stop pedaling. Keep the legs turning. You're going to feel better for it. Now's a great time to also have a drink because as you can see, we're all sweating a lot, so we need to replace all those electrolytes that we've lost. Important to stay on top of hydration. It is only a really short session, but we are definitely getting the most out of this session in only 20 minutes that we have today. So we've got a minute 20 left of the rest, and then we're going to go straight into a 30-second 9 out of 10 sprint. So not a 10 out of 10, but pretty much a 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10. So it's going to be a pretty spicy sprint, and then we're going to have 30 seconds. We're going to back off to just a 3, nice easy for 30 seconds. And then we're going to do another build up. We've got 2 sprints, and then we're going to go into the longer 7 out of 10 effort. So don't worry if that didn't make sense, because I will repeat it again as we go on. So we've got 45 seconds left now before we go into another sprint. So this is a 9 out of 10 sprint. 30 seconds to go now. Start thinking about what gear you want to be in. So we don't want to start that sprint. Don't start sprinting after I've said go. We want to be ready to get on top of it and make the most of that 30 seconds. Make every second count. So 13 seconds to go now. 30-second sprints. Are we ready? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Up, 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 up. 30 seconds. Gonna be hitting quite a high cadence in this as well. I'm looking at around 100 RPM or above. 20 seconds to go now. Halfway, come on. Nice. 10 seconds. Good work. Looking good. 4, 3, 2, 1, 30 seconds easy. 30 seconds. Want to be at about 3 out of 10. Don't relax too much because we're going again soon. Next up, we're going to go into an 8 out of 10 for 30 seconds. Not much time to recover. We'll get straight back on top of it. Come on. 10 seconds to go now. Back in your big ring. Back in your sprinting gear. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, up, 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 up. Just an 8 out of 10. Tiny bit easier than the last sprint. Nice. 15 seconds to go. And then we're going to jump up to 10 out of 10. So straight into that 10 out of 10 sprint. Are we ready? We need to jump again. Come on. And go. 10 out of 10. Come on. Up, 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 up. Nice work, guys. Come on. All out. 10 out of 10. Good. Looking good. I know it's hurting. Come on. We're all hurting. Grit your teeth. Stay with it. Come on. Nearly there. Come on. 3, 2, 1, and straight into 7 out of 10. So relax a tiny bit, but straight into 7 out of 10. For 3 minutes. I know. Good work. Nice. Heart rate will be sky high now. Your body will be telling you to stop pedaling, but keep going. Come on. We can do this. I know it's hard. Good work. Just start to settle back into it now. 7 out of 10. Looking around at a cadence of 80. Quite a spicy end to the session. 2 minutes to go. Come on. Stay with us. If you are really struggling, then just drop it down to 6 out of 10. Don't stop completely. Just assess how hard you're going. Nice. Good work. Looking good. Legs are sore now. Hold that pace, hold it. Don't let your cadence drop, don't let your power drop. Minute 20 to go. Looking good. Nice, stay with it. Good work, guys. Into the last minute now. How much are you hurting, Connor?
Solid now.
Yeah?
But you should kind of be on a bit of a knife edge, so you're just bringing yourself back when the lactic really kicks in. So any harder than this and you kind of reach exhaustion, so you're just kind of...
I've definitely got that feeling.
Yeah.
Not sure I could do another sprint afterwards.
But it really is so effective through these sessions, and it really will, you'll notice the difference.
Yeah. Well, it's so easy to add into your session. Just, you could do a sprint at the bottom of the climb and then just hit the climb quite hard. That's the way to do it, or you could do it on the flat. Nearly there, 15 seconds to go. Nice work, guys. 10 seconds, come on. Stay with us for this last 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, and we're done.
Well, hey.
Well, hey. Nice, easy pedaling now. Nice and easy, slow those legs down. I do recommend carry on pedaling. Will make your legs feel a lot better. So we've only got a short cool down now, but if you do feel like you need to stay on and do a bit longer, please do. Everybody feels a bit different and needs a longer amount of time to cool down. Good session, guys?
Yeah, that was good.
Did you enjoy, or is that not the right word for this session?
I enjoy that one. It's one where you can kind of don't have to think too much because you're just doing your sprints and then you're getting the effort done afterwards. So pacing goes out the window, but that's why it's so effective.
Yeah, and 20 minutes, and I'd say we've done a pretty good session in that amount of time. Thanks for joining us today for this absolute savage 20 minutes. If you did enjoy, then please give this video a big thumbs up.